Alright, this is Cari and
Jamie
from Sister, and you're watching Metal Wani.
Thank you to be with us, guys, today.
Thank you.
We are at the Underworld in London today for the Sister gig. So next year will mark the 10th anniversary of Sister, as well as the 5th anniversary for your debut album 88. So congratulations first for that.
Thank you.
And how does that feel? Have you anything planned to celebrate that?
No, it feels strange, like 10 years, what the fuck,
what have we done?
Sounds unreal. I guess it's cool that we have been able to stick together for that long, and I hope it will be 20 and 30 years. I don't think we're going to celebrate it that much.
I'm gonna cry that day, actually. Not because I'm happy.
Just wanted time to slow down so we can get everything done, and you want to do so much stuff, then it's like the time just goes away.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's fun. Yeah. We're still going.
What was it like starting out as a young metal band group in Stockholm, and what were you listening to at the time, and what were the thinking behind the band image?
We listened to Motley Crue when it was the Sister, Kiss, and these classical rock bands with the image and all that stuff. It was like we were really young actually when we, as I said, 10 years ago.
I think we was like 17. 16? 16, yeah, 16. And we weren't old enough to play in the bars, so we had to lie and say that we were like 18 years old, so just to get in and play. A funny story about that is our ex-guitar player, he said he was like 18. We played in a small city in Sweden. And
got drunk.
Yeah, he got drunk as hell. He drank like 12 beers or something. And then he got this ID on his necklace, hanging out in front of the bartender. He's like, hey, you're not 18 years old.
we have been playing and got drunk, and they were like, fuck you, get out.
Good times.
Yeah, it was really much noise going on back then, and it was a good time. And the kind of sleaze thing was really big in Sweden, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. How did you finally come to sign with Metal Blade Record, and what was the process recording your first album, Hate, like?
It was the EP, the Dead Boys Making Noise EP, our first, like, for us, the first official release that we like shipped all over the world, and we don't really know, but it got to Metal Blade and they contacted us, and pretty much that's the way we got signed, and then started to work on the Hated album, used some songs from the Dead Boys EP on that one. Hey, it was interesting, just like your first album, you wanted to put everything in there that you have done since you started the band.
Yeah.
That's it, and it became good.
Yeah.
Cool. 2014, this guide, Vultures, proved to be a huge success, follow-up to 8. So how was the recording process? Was it different for this album?
Yeah, we decided to record the album live in the studio, except the lyrics of the vocals, of course. So it's kind of two different worlds, actually.
Yeah.
And the mix on the Vultures album is much lighter. It's not that.
It's rawer, like
because it's more alive.
Yeah, and as you said, we played with the three of us playing live, and that not many bands are doing that nowadays. It's just click tracks and computers, and they can record one instrument over there and one over there. We want to go back to like the roots, like, because this is how it sounds without all the massive productions and like sheets, if you can say that. So it was a good experience to try that.
Yeah, basically we wanted to try something new, because it's more fun to do that instead of doing the same thing all over again. So, but I think next record, I don't know, maybe we're gonna do it the same way we did with Hated or Vultures. I don't know. Let's see.
You released the single Sick 3 months ahead of Vultures. What were you hoping by doing this, and Was it like a teaser or something to tie up the final before the album will be released?
We wanted to describe Sister nowadays in that video and in that song. So yeah.
Yeah, and of course it was a teaser to like keep things alive with the band. And like nowadays with the internet and all this stuff going around, I don't think people want to wait like 1 year or 2 years they're not willing to wait that long for a new album. You have to give them something all the time, and of course it's fun to put out new stuff. So we wanted to do something like before we release the album. I think we're gonna do the same thing again. I hope. I think it's fun with bands I'm interested in. So I guess that's it.
If you release a video and like a new single, it's almost like releasing a new record. It's you can hype up the.
There's something different live as well.
Because there's so many bands, like, and if you have so big network on the internet, and if that band release a video and a song, you're pretty much happy with that, and then your other favorite bands are doing the same. People are not like, they don't want 12 new songs just in an album, and I think that's sad, but that's how it is
nowadays.
Sick is said to be the track that show the band is all about basically like heavy, raw sound and all attitude, so all of which is evident basically, but would you agree with this assessment?
Yeah, of course. It's a kind of slow, like raw vibe to it. It's in your face.
Yeah.
I kind of refer to like Walk with Pantera. I think it's that kind of feeling to it. So yeah, it's an interesting song. It's good. It works great live.
Yeah.
You kicked your tour off for this guy Vultures with 2 dates back to back in Norway. So was there like a warm-up show to test out your new material, or did you want to kick out the tour with your home fan?
It was just it was a booking agency.
Yeah, it just pretty much happened that way.
Yeah.
But after we did it, we said it was a good thing to be able to try all the new stuff out on these 2 gigs we did, and then we got home and practiced for 1 week. Then we went for the real tour, so
it was perfect.
It was good.
Yeah. Hopefully we do the same thing next tour.
So you guys like live now and sleep when you're dead attitude, not the band on basically. So you have earned the reputation of being one of the best live acts out there. Do you guys live like raw attitude on the road, or do you like prevent burnouts, like eating healthy and working on your vocals every day?
I guess it's neither this or that. It's some nights we party. We were up to 7 o'clock some nights ago. Some nights it's like a normal life. Sometimes you want to go out party and do crazy stuff. Sometimes you just want to go to bed. You work out a lot. You have to like combine those things, I think.
Well, we did our first tour our real first tour in 2007 or 8. We party as hell. All the time. I fucked up the gigs, and we can perform that good at all. So you learn a lesson about.
I guess the reputation comes pretty much from those days.
Yeah.
Because then it was pretty much all about party stuff, and the gigs were like you were drunk and like, okay, fuck it, let's get drunk afterwards.
Fucked up.
Now we want to give our fans a good live show. That's
the reason why we're here.
So
to do a great job and
we want to have a fun time. So you have to learn to control that.
Yeah.
You've been working with names like Martin Sweet and Tobias Lindell. So how do you think that may influence your writing or contribute to your music?
We know Martin personally. He's a good friend of ours. So of course it's easy. In some way it's easier to work with him, when you know each other. And I think he's a good producer.
Yeah, he's good, and because we have never been like, I don't think we ever will be a band like that needs big producer names and like songwriters to help us, because it's always our ideas and we have the last word, and like we do what we want. But I mean, for example, Martin is a great songwriter. and he helped us with tips. Maybe you should try this, you should try that. So it's great to have someone to talk to, and you can think and say, yeah, I like that idea, or I don't like that idea. Some producers seem to be like, you do this, you have to do this. And I don't think we could ever work with someone like that, because we are doing music for ourselves, what we like. So, but yeah, they're great guys. I think we will work with them again. We'll see.
So this is an age where many contemporary bands aren't seeing the light of the day or lasting more than 18 months. Sisters are coming up with their 10 years anniversary. I've been recording 2 albums, which yet another success tour. So what do you feel set you apart from those bands, and what is like the secret of the longevity of the band?
I don't know, we don't think so much about other bands, we're just trying to do our things the way we wanted to, so I don't know what sets us apart. We kind of like...
We do what we want to do, and we play the music that the kind of music that we want to play. Because, you know, that's the... I think that basically it's the same thing with all the bands. I think all the bands want to, you know, do their own thing in one way or another. So for us, it's like, I don't know.
We have been doing some kind of changes, like how we look and the music. We try new things out, but it's because of what we want and how we talk in the band. It's not because of some trend or how the scene is changing or stuff like that. We try to stay away from that, because you cannot just jump on some other train and we're gonna try this because this is popular. We're gonna keep doing this, and if it becomes popular, it does. If it doesn't, we will still do it. So I think that's the way you have to think, to be true to yourself.
The funny thing is, often, but sometimes you get people coming up to us and say like, hey, why did you change your hair color? And like I said, we were like 16 years old when we started a band, and we released the Dead Boys Make a Noise EP 2009. We were like 19, 18. And actually I used to ask them the same question, do you got the same hair color as back in 2006? No,
not really,
That's just ridiculous. Listen to the music.
True. So you guys, your latest material, I've seen you touring with artists like Fozzy, Skid Row, and One Day 13, among others. How do you find touring with them and building an ever bigger fan base?
Great times on the most of those tours. We have been support act to great bands the last couple of 3 or 4 years, and we're like kind of amazed how we get along so good. We were here with Skid Row for a couple of months ago. They're treating us so well, great guys, and we get new fans, and pretty much all of those tours have been great. One was a disaster, but I won't mention that band.
One. I think it's a pretty good thing to play with bigger names. I think it's to win new fans. I think it's a good way. And I would say again, the Skid Row guys, we go with Wednesday as well.
Yeah, Wednesday 13 with Crash Diet, Marcus Superstar. We got along great. So it's fun. And it's really fun now to be back here and try it ourselves. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's why you play as an opening act, to show yourself to a new audience and then get back and do your own thing. So that's pretty much the plan.
What about India? Are you thinking maybe trying to tour over there?
You know, we get these questions all the time, like, you're thinking about playing over here and or touring over there, and I'm like, we are all like, buy me a flight ticket, I will go tomorrow, but it's always the cost and that. We're trying to go to the States a couple of times, but some things always gets in the way.
You need someone to get you there, basically, like promoter.
And people are writing on internet, you should go here and you should go there. Like, we're trying the best we can, but we have to afford to eat as well. But of course, that would be really cool to see these kinds of places. They seem to be really fanatic about the bands they like there. I've seen some stuff that's, yeah, it would be cool to try some new ground, really.
Yeah.
Because we have been doing like the UK and the rest of Europe, we're pretty much going to the countries we know, which is great, and we're building stuff up, but it's always fun to try something new. We were in Slovenia this tour for the first time, and we didn't know what to expect, and like we got there and they were crazy, so it's fun.
Yeah, it was
Just try it out.
It's pretty cool to see, you know, to play in a country that I never played before, and see, you know, this great crowd, and many of them wear like Sister shirts and Crash Diet shirts, and you know, it's pretty awesome actually.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.